Now to the Mideast crisis, where the latest ceasefire is still holding tonight as outlines for a solution to the conflict are emerging in Cairo. The Israelis and Palestinians each have a delegation in place there for talks aimed at a long-term truce. Both sides stopped their attacks this morning when a three-day ceasefire took effect. Israel says it has withdrawn the last of its ground troops from Gaza. NBC 10's Jim Rosenfield has been in the Mideast since late last week, bringing us local stories from opposing sides of the conflict. He's joining us live tonight from Tel Aviv. And Jim, you spent time in a Palestinian refugee camp where the tension is evident due to all the fighting.
That's right, Jacqueline. We drove about an hour and a half from here to try to get an understanding about how money that's being raised back home in the Philadelphia area is helping to give Palestinian children a way to give off steam. But the moment we arrived in that refugee camp, we discovered that the reality is they are not immune at all to this conflict. It's summer in Bethlehem in the West Bank. The sounds of children playing that could just as easily be heard at a playground back in Bucks County. But these Palestinian children are living in the Ada refugee camp, a one-time tent city that's grown to house some 5,000 men, women, and children. Families without any other place to call home since the establishment of the State of Israel in 1948 forced them to flee their homes.
When you live in a refugee camp, you feel frustrated.
Salah Ajerma was born in the camp and has spent most of his life here.
Because I was missed this when I'm a child, now I want to give my children or the children of the camp a nice place to play.
It was Ajerma's vision to try to raise money to carve out an oasis in this otherwise gritty camp. It's support from all the way back in Yardley, Pennsylvania that transformed what was a garbage dump into this playground. Playgrounds for Palestine is the organization back in PA that funded this effort to give these kids a place to be kids.
To play for children, this is the most important thing.
But while we were visiting, play was suddenly cut short. Ajerma concerned the Israeli army, which watches over the camp from several towers on the perimeter, might repeat what he says happened here just yesterday.
They throw a lot of tear gas.
Ajerma showed us these images of the military using tear gas that seems to land right in the middle of the playground and spraying a foul-smelling liquid the military told me is a harmless biological component. So it's not harmful to them?
No.
Just smells bad?
Yes, it's just a stench that sticks to you for a couple of days.
An Israeli military spokesman admitting to us they use tear gas if the refugees seem close to rioting. Do you get the sense that there's more tension here in the refugee camp this summer than last time you were here?
Absolutely. The situation in Gaza has really cast kind of a sad shadow over the summer.
This American who volunteers at the camp didn't want to be shown on camera for fear of Israeli reprisals, but he shed light on the dynamic he's seen this summer.
Yeah, the kids feel like it's their responsibility to do something, to resist. They throw rocks at trucks or at tanks or at the military bases, and that's really the only thing they can do as kids to just kind of express some of their frustration.
Frustration on both sides. We've been hearing a lot of that here in the past few days, with some hope this morning as this ceasefire holds, as you mentioned, Jacqueline. But I have to say, when we saw those kids hit the playground during those safe moments, they really do seem to forget their cares, at least as they're out there playing. Jacqueline, that's the latest live from Tel Aviv. Back to you.
Even temporarily, if they can forget. Jim, you did mention methods used by the military to disperse crowds in those camps, including that spray we saw. Did you witness anything firsthand while you were there?
We didn't witness anything going on firsthand, but the minute we got out of our vehicle, all three of us in my crew, my photographer and my producer, we all said, do you feel something in the back of your throat? Do you feel it on your face? We felt a burning sensation, and that smell, the Palestinians call it sewer water. That gives you an idea of what it smells like. It was putrid.
I can imagine. Please stay safe and out of harm's way, Jim. We'll look forward to another report from you tomorrow.